there, my name's Mark. I'm going to be your examiner today.
Your driving test will go a lot smoother if you prepare beforehand and follow a few simple guidelines.
Check of your vehicle, make sure all your lights and turn signals are working correctly, okay?
An important part of the process is a 25-question knowledge test, which all new drivers must pass within 15 minutes to get their learner's permit.
About half of all individuals fail the knowledge test the first time. So be sure to study your Maryland driver's manual before you go to an MVA branch office to take the knowledge test.
There's a Maryland MVA driver's test tutorial app, too, of course. Search for Maryland Practice Driving Test in the iTunes and Android App Store. It's a good way to test your knowledge of the rules of the road. Follow the MVA on Facebook and Twitter, where there are valuable tips on how to pass the knowledge test, along with other info. Before you go to an MVA office to take the test, make sure your vehicle is properly registered. You'll be required to present a valid registration card. Make sure your car is insured and that it meets Maryland state safety requirements. The vehicle should be in good shape, or else you will not be able to take the test in your car.
The MVA is not trying to make it hard for you to pass. We just want to make sure Maryland's drivers are safe and ready for the challenges of driving. There are several tips to remember before you take your Maryland driver's test.
First, have at least a half tank of gas in your car on the day of the test. Make sure you're familiar with all of the vehicle's controls. You may be asked about them. You must be able to parallel park efficiently and complete a 2-point turn. Do not palm the steering wheel or use your left foot to brake. When you stop at a stop sign or traffic light, you should be able to see the rear tires of the car in front of you on the ground. Wear your glasses or contact lenses if required. There is a vision screening as part of the driver's test. And don't forget to buckle up.
Whether nervous or they just forget, these are the kinds of simple things that trip people up when taking the Maryland driver's test.
The Maryland driver's test involves the knowledge test, a closed road test, and a public road test. It's not hard if you prepare for it and follow these tips and guidelines. Go to www.mva.maryland.gov and read all about the driver's test. You can also call the MVA and speak to a customer service rep about the test.
Make sure to do your homework for the Maryland driver's test. Let's all work together to keep Maryland's roads and drivers safe.